Assalamu alaikum, viewers. There was a time when the world's powerful Western governments and experts were not even willing to accept that China could ever become a major player in military technology. They used to say that whatever weapons or military equipment China makes are actually cheap copies of Russian or American designs. According to them, Chinese weapons are only for show. And based on this mindset, for many years, countries around the world hesitated to buy Chinese defense equipment. They were afraid that these cheap weapons might not work when it came to war. Although China has left the whole world behind in other technologies like electric vehicles, solar panels, and mobile phones, it has not been able to achieve the same status in weaponry as the United States, Russia, and France. As a result, China has been exporting 63% of its defense equipment solely to Pakistan. In other words, no other countries in the world have placed their trust in it yet, except for Pakistan, which is China's close ally. A small number of weapons have been purchased by a few countries like Thailand and Serbia. These figures indicate that the West has never taken China's defense capabilities seriously. But friends, when Chinese weapons were tested in the world's most sensitive and real combat situation, that too against a major country like India, it was not just a golden opportunity for China, but also for Pakistan to show the world that modern Chinese defense systems are not just for display, but can actually overpower the enemy on the battlefield. Friends, the month of May 2025 turned out to be a historic turning point, not just for South Asia, but for the entire global defense community as well. Once again, tensions between Pakistan and India escalated to such a level that it was no longer just a war of words, but actual aerial skirmishes began to take place. But this time, the clash was not just between two countries, it was also a moment when the true power of Chinese weaponry was about to be revealed to the world. In this skirmish, the Pakistan Air Force, for the first time, used the J-10C fighter jets acquired from China against the Indian Air Force. This is the very aircraft that the world considers a state-of-the-art 4.5 generation fighter jet. And in terms of technology, it rivals the famous French Rafale jet. But friends, the story doesn't end here. The real marvel was demonstrated by the Chinese missile PL-15, which was equipped on the J-10C. According to reports, during the aerial encounter, the Pakistani J-10C jet fired a PL-15 missile, which successfully targeted an Indian Rafale. This was the first time in history that a 4.5 generation fighter successfully targeted another advanced 4.5 generation fighter in combat. This was not just an incident involving a missile, but a moment that lifted all doubts about China's defense capabilities. The West, which used to consider China merely a country producing cheap equipment, also had to reconsider its narrative. Pakistan even claimed to have destroyed the world's most dangerous defense system, the S-400, with the help of its JF-17 Thunder Block 3 fighter jet. Pakistan used the AKG CM-400 missile acquired from China, which is specifically designed to destroy enemy radars and defense infrastructure. Dear friends, if a system like the S-400, which Russia has declared to be an impenetrable defense shield, can be destroyed by a medium-class fighter like the JF-17, then this is certainly a serious concern for all those countries that have purchased the S-400, especially for India. And friends, if we compare the Rafale and China's J-10C, it becomes clear that Chinese technology seems to be ahead in every aspect. The Rafale is a twin-engine multi-role fighter jet developed by Dassault Aviation. Its speed, avionics, and missile systems are highly praised in Europe. But when we look at the J-10C, it becomes apparent that it is not just a fighter jet, but a complete combat system that meets the most modern requirements. The J-10C is a single-engine fighter jet, but its speed is 470 km per hour, which is higher than that of the Rafale. In addition, the J-10C is equipped with an AESA radar, which is extremely advanced and capable of detecting targets at long range. China has developed this radar itself, and it also includes technology that reduces signal emissions, making it more stealthy. As for the missile system, the J-10C is equipped with the Chinese PL-15 missile, which can target objects in the air at a range of 200 to 300 kilometers. This missile operates beyond visual range, meaning it can work even when the target is out of sight. In comparison, the Meteor missile equipped on the Rafale is also advanced, but in terms of range, the PL-15 has the upper hand. And friends, this is a capability that plays a decisive role in aerial combat. The J-10C is also equipped with a holographic head-up display and a glass cockpit, which provide the pilot with a complete combat situation on a single screen. Along with this, the aircraft is capable of data linking, network warfare, and real-time information sharing. This means that on the battlefield, the J-10C can not only detect the enemy, but also continuously receive information from other aircraft and ground stations to make instant decisions. In addition, a special feature of the J-10C is that it is fully equipped with systems developed by China, which makes its maintenance and integration very easy. This is very beneficial for countries like Pakistan because all the parts, missiles, radars, and support systems are provided by a single country. In contrast, the Rafale is an expensive system whose purchase and maintenance cost a lot, and there are often delays in providing its parts and services. While the Rafale's cockpit is certainly modern, the J-10C has not only matched that standard, but has even surpassed it in several areas. Features like fly-by-wire controls, thrust vectoring, and low radar signature capabilities make the J-10C an excellent option among 4.5 generation jets. And most importantly, this aircraft offers greater capabilities at a lower cost, which makes it an excellent choice for developing countries. Dear friends, Pakistan's induction of the J-10C into its Air Force was specifically a major part of its defense strategy to counter India's Rafale jets. Pakistan made full use of this advantage in a recent skirmish, where the J-10C not only outperformed the Rafale on a technical level, but also demonstrated superior combat performance. And this is proof that Chinese technology is no longer behind any Western technology. In fact, in many aspects, it has advanced far ahead. So friends, this comparison clearly shows us that while the Rafale is certainly impressive in its own right, the J-10C has now joined the ranks of the world's most advanced fighter jets. In addition, Pakistan and China are jointly working on a new fighter jet, which in the future will not only multiply the strength of the Pakistan Air Force many times over, but will also give it the opportunity to fully enter the world of fifth-generation warfare. This project is known as Pakistan's Project Azam, which is a joint effort between the Pakistan Aeronautical Complex and China's Chengdu Aircraft Corporation. The aim of Project Azam is for Pakistan to develop its own fifth-generation fighter jet, equipped with the most advanced stealth technology, supersonic speed, network warfare capabilities, advanced radar, and avionics systems. Although most of the technical details of this project have been kept secret, it is believed that China is providing extensive assistance to Pakistan, drawing on its experience and the foundation of its existing J-20 and J-35 fighter jets. The aim of this collaboration is not just to build a single aircraft, but to transform Pakistan into a fully self-reliant air defense power. Under Project Azam, the new aircraft that will be developed will have its technology entirely in the hands of Pakistani engineers. However, China will provide support in crucial areas such as advanced systems, engine technology, and sensor fusion. Simply put, in the coming years, Pakistan will be able to produce its own fighter jets without relying on anyone else, which will be a major defense and technological achievement for the country. It is also worth mentioning here that Pakistan had already developed aircraft like the JF-17 Thunder in collaboration with China, which have proven their worth worldwide. Now, if this partnership has reached the stage of producing a fifth-generation aircraft, it is not just the creation of a new jet, but the beginning of a new chapter in history. According to experts, this new fighter jet will not only be a response to India's AMCA program, but will also establish a new strategic balance in the region. So, dear friends, the aircraft that Pakistan and China are jointly developing after the J-10C could completely change the balance of air power in the region in the coming times. This is not just a machine, but a message that Pakistan will no longer only defend itself, but also has the full capability to anticipate and thwart the enemy's intentions in advance.